Welcome to CLIC Connect. I'm your host, Craig. Hey, we're welcoming back Dr. Jeffery O. So excited to have him back on the show. It's been a while. So would like to thank our production partner on this show, Red Roof Franchising. You know, if you're looking for an alternative brand, please give Matt Hostetler a call. They've got a soft brand. They've got an extended stay. And of course, they've got their economy brands. They've also got a new prototype. So give Matt a call. Let him know that producer Dani and I said hi. They'd love to hear from you. And without any further ado, let's bring in Dr. Jeffery O of the International Hospitality Institute. Jeffery, welcome back.
My friend, it's always great to see you, Craig. Always a pleasure. Thanks for the invite to be on the show, and looking forward to spending some great time with you as always.
Oh, I appreciate that. We appreciate you and everything that you're doing for our industry. So, Jeffery, let's kick it off. You and the International Hospitality Institute have finally put together a Hall of Fame for all the historic hoteliers, past, present, and future. Would you tell the audience about that, please?
Yeah, we're really excited about the International Hospitality Hall of Fame. It's a massive undertaking that we brought together folks from all over the world to get involved in. We had 32 judges, names that globally recognized names in the hospitality industry, drawn from different countries and continents. And they did a great job selecting the inaugural honorees for the 2023 International Hospitality Hall of Fame. Very excited about it. And hopefully I'll have the opportunity to talk about some of the names that have been honored in 2023. And, it's really very exciting.
Please do, Jeffery. Everybody'd love to hear.
Lovely. So we've got 19 names honored in 2023, and I'm going to go through the list if you don't mind terribly. I'm going to start with the living honorees. We've got Bill Marriott Jr., we've got Horst Shuzey, we've got Richard Branson, we've got Sheila Johnson, we've got Isadore Sharp, we've got Ian Schwiger, we've got Dani Meyer, we've got Marilyn Carlson Nelson, we've got David Kong, we've got Barry Stanlicht, and then we've got 9 deceased honorees. The first one I'm going to mention is Anthony Bourdain. Then we've got Annie Sorensen, we've got Cesar Reitz, we've got Carolyn Rose Hunt, we've got Conrad Hilton, we've got Julia Child, we've got John Willard Merritt, we've got Mohan Singh Oberoi, and lastly, we've got William Waldorf Astor. So these are the 19 honorees for the 2023 International Hospitality Hall of Fame. They're going to be getting inducted in the first quarter of 2024, formally into the Hall of Fame, but they've all been elected, and we're very, very excited to be a part of this massive undertaking.
That's amazing. And I mean, that is such an incredible list. And I can't believe it's taken all this time to get a Hall of Fame for the hospitality industry. And, each and every one of those people is or was a big personality in their own right.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it was about hospitality, the guest, the experience. What else did you find that your honorees had in common?
I think what we found as a common denominator for all the honorees, it's just their passion for excellence.
Wow.
Their love for giving back, for making a difference. These are ladies and gentlemen who cared so much or cared very much about helping other folks, about making a difference, about leaving a massive imprint on the world that they live in. So seeing their passion and all they've done, amazing things they've done to mentor people, to educate people, to support, to give out, to charitable organizations, all of these things are really very inspiring. I mean, you read their stories and you're very moved. You read about, the Marriott brand started from a hot dog cart. We all know that story.
Yeah.
We know about Horst Shuzey's, impact at the Ritz-Carlton hotels. We know about Isadore Sharp, who took 5 years just to build his first property. We know about all the amazing things that Dani Meyer's done with the Union Square Group, and on. Sheila Johnson with the Salamander Group and all that she's done. It's just amazing. Ian Schrager and David Kong at Best Western, Barry Stanlicht. I mean, Marilyn Carson Nelson. These are folks that are highly, highly respected.
Yeah.
Richard Branson, who doesn't know about the Virgin Airlines and Virgin Hotels. So these are folks who've done amazing things. And the industry of hospitality is like no other industry. I mean, of course, I'm biased, but it's like no other industry. It's a United Nations. I think of it as a United Nations. You work in a hotel or in a hospitality environment, you've got folks from different parts of the world working in one facility. You could count 90, 20, 30 nations, and you find folks from different,
Right.
cultures, languages, all working in one establishment. I love the industry. I can't think of a better industry. And it's just an honor to be involved in selecting, these gentlemen and ladies who've had such a great impact on the global hospitality industry.
Oh, it truly is. And, I think the other major component to this that we really haven't touched on is your judges.
Yes.
You got Glenn Hausman, you've got various others. What was that process like? Getting these judges together and having them all have the same passion that we can hear and see with you on this subject.
It was just great. It was just amazing. We sent out the invitations. We were very, very selective, in deciding who the judges would be, as we needed to be, right? We wanted folks who've got a vast amount of experience, who know a lot about the industry, who have been impacted by some of these folks. I mean, who can actually contribute meaningfully to the process. So it's not just IHI. We have the IHI Educational Foundation, which is a nonprofit 501c3 organization that actually spearheading this process. Of course, IHIF was founded by IHI, obviously.
Right.
It's a nonprofit arm. So the website where all the honorees are mentioned, along with the judges, is ihhfm.org or hospitalityhalloffame.org. So you're going to see the judges, you're going to see the nominees and the honorees. I think we had a total of 53 nominees. And It was very difficult for the judges to select the final 19 that we've got in the Hall of Fame. It was a very difficult process. When you've got 53 highly accomplished people, how do you choose? Who do you leave out? Who do you select? One of the judges said, it was very difficult for me to decide. I struggled with it, but ultimately I had to make a decision. So I did. So the process was very, very enlightening and also very, exciting, because these folks were passionate about it. I mean, you have folks like Chip Rogers, obviously the president and CEO of the American Hotel and Lodging Association. You had Glenn Hausman, you had Mary Costello, you had Aradana Koala, you had folks, you have Gilda, Perez Alvarado. I mean, folks who are household names within the hospitality industry, all coming together for this cause. And to me, it's just remarkable. I doff my hat to all of the judges. We're very, very grateful to all of the judges who were involved in the process and excited to be a part of it.
Absolutely. And the names you just rattled off, I would venture to bet that they will be future honorees in the Hall of Fame, each and every one of them, because there are current impact players. Chip Rogers, obviously the impact he's had going back to when he was at AHOA, and how he's upped that game every year, and with the taking over of AHLA. Glenn Hausman, he cleared up the noise, during COVID. And, has always been a champion for the industry, and everybody else you've mentioned has also been a champion for the industry. My hat's off to you and everybody else. It's, such an undertaking and so deserved by all the honorees, past, present, and future. It's just an amazing opportunity for everybody, and recognition for, the trailblazers in our industry that aren't here anymore as well. I just think it's just an amazing accomplishment. Jeffrey, do me a favor. Tell the audience about the International Hospitality Institute. Let's talk about that for a little while.
Absolutely. IHI, which is what everyone calls the International Hospitality Institute, is really dedicated to a lot of things. I think of our work as sort of founded on different pillars. One of the pillars is education, wanting to provide training, workforce education programs for folks involved in the industry. But IHI is not involved in only education; it's also involved in recognition, which is what you just touched on regarding the Hall of Fame, recognizing folks who are doing amazing things in the industry. We've got the Global Hospitality magazine, which everyone knows. It's high circulation magazine that everyone knows about. We've got different awards, the Global Hospitality Awards that come out quite often. We've got one that's actually coming out, I believe is this week. I have to check on that. The most influential folks in USA hospitality. I think that's going to be released this week. So we've got different things that we do to recognize folks in the industry. And lastly, we've got advocacy, being able to promote initiatives that are going to support the hospitality industry globally. So again, 3 pillars. You've got education, you've got recognition, and you've got advocacy. That's what IHI is all about. We've got, folks who are involved with IHI from all parts of the world. We've got a massive community. I think our LinkedIn group is currently close to 200,000 members, and a massive database of folks who are involved, who want to get involved and doing really great things for the industry that we love so much.
That's absolutely amazing, Jeffrey. And, you're right. Every hotel is a UN unto itself, but you and your team have gone out and canvassed the globe. Okay. It's kind of like Wide World of Sports, to use an old analogy and reference an old TV show. And I love that about you and your team, that, you're looking at the North American market. You're looking at Central America, South America, Africa, Asia Pacific, the European Union. And it's just amazing how the magazine has taken off, and how everybody is looking to your organization, to see what's coming up. Your employment practices that you put out a couple of years ago, and other items that have just really gained a lot of traction within the industry, and I thank you for that. And we've got to bring in new leaders for tomorrow. Up until very recently, I think we've done a horrible job of recruiting, and way too many people have decided to, I'm going to go to Wall Street and make $1 bazillion. You can do that in this industry. You can be a doorman one day and running a major hotel company down the road.
So true.
I think it's the best part of commercial real estate. It's got, it's different every day. Okay.
Absolutely.
And you've got so many facets on the hotel side. Do I go on select service? Do I do extended stay, full service, destination resorts? And it's just an incredible business and incredible career opportunities. And I thank you for bringing that to the forefront to the general public, because I think they need to realize that this is a career. I can grow. I can go as far as I want to go.
Yes.
So
love it. Music to my ears, my friend. Music to my ears. I love it. I never get tired of evangelizing about the hospitality industry. I mean, I've been very blessed through it. It's changed my life and helped me to raise a family and just travel to all kinds of places. It's like the Dr. Seuss line, all the places you will go. I've gone to a lot of places, and it's all thanks to hospitality. It's an amazing industry. Anyone who doesn't know that needs to, find out. It's just amazing. And you don't have to have a college degree to succeed in the industry. You don't have to be rich to succeed in the industry. You can just go in, with whatever you've got, and you're going to get chances to improve and develop yourself and attain great things. So I encourage the younger generations to definitely give hospitality a shot. There's just a lot to gain from it.
Absolutely, my friend. You know what? It's time for our lightning round. Are you ready?
I am ready, my friend, always.
All right. Producer Dani's going to put 2 minutes on the clock. It's word association starting now.
Lovely.
Arrival.
Smile.
Ultra luxury.
People.
Labor.
Challenging.
Band, group, duo, or solo artist that you like best?
Bob Dylan.
Nice. AI.
A good thing, or we need to be careful in how it's deployed.
Favorite sport?
Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. Soccer.
Well, I thought you were going to say Dallas Cowboys, but I knew it. Soccer would be there.
Soccer is my favorite sport.
Streaming or cable?
Streaming, definitely.
Favorite movie?
Oh, so many. Oh, so many. Where do I even start? That's a tough one. I've got so many. I don't know that I have a favorite, but I do like Gangs of New York.
Okay.
You know, I like Gangs of New York because the story of the Irish coming to New York.
Of course.
And watching Liam Neeson in that role, and that opening sequence is the best I've ever seen in any movie. And I've watched that movie so many times. It's a story of immigrants fighting to find a way in a new land. That story resonates with me because I came to the U.S. as an immigrant. I had to find my way, and I went to some dire straits, but I've been incredibly blessed by the country that adopted me. So yes, so Gangs of New York, I would say.
Okay. Best restaurant in Dallas?
I can't say any. I can't name any, right? Because I have a few that I visit quite often.
One.
It's a tough one for me, right? There's a restaurant I actually like. It's not like it's called Ida Claire.
There we go.
It's a nice restaurant somewhere in Dallas. They've got a great menu. I love them quite a bit. So, yes.
That's it, my friend. You did it in 2 minutes. All right. Very good. Jeffrey, last question, then we're going to let you get back to work. What one thing do you want the public to know about the International Hospitality Institute and the Hall of Fame?
About the Hall of Fame, I want folks to check it out. I want folks to take a look at the website. Again, ihhfm.org or hospitalityhalloffame.org, and read the stories of these amazing women and men who did so much to transform the hospitality landscape. I want people to check it out because we have to learn from folks who've done stuff, who were here before us, so we can develop as people. We have to learn from them. And I think there's a lot to learn from all these amazing leaders. And I encourage folks to certainly check it out. And if you're not already following IHI, follow IHI on LinkedIn. We've got a massive LinkedIn group, company page as well. We're very active on social media, as you know. So certainly join the global IHI community.
Perfect. Jeffrey, thank you so much for rejoining the conversation. It is always a privilege and an honor to have you on the show. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. You're very kind. It's always great to see you. I could talk to you all day, but you don't have enough time. So always great to catch up, my friend.
Definitely. We'll do that soon and hopefully in person.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, our audience, for joining us today. Check out the International Hospitality Institute. You're going to find a lot of great information. It's a great organization. I thank Jeffrey for joining us again today. I also want to thank our production partner, Red Roof Franchising, for joining us today. They've been with us from the beginning. They make the show possible, as you, our audience, does, and producer Dani does. Last but not least, join us on March 6th and 7th, 2024, for the 7th Annual California Lodging Investment Conference. We've got a lot to talk about, so make sure you join us for that. Take care, everybody, and as I'm fond of saying, be kind. Share your knowledge. Now go be amazing.